I am 4 days away from having a full hip replacement. Hello guys, welcome back to my vlog. I think I owed you this vlog. It's been a month since I last put up a video, and the last ones you would have seen was me in Scotland. We had a beautiful family holiday. Go back and check them out if you want to. Kind of vlogged my whole week, so there's like 5 videos. 5 vlogs of those of that week, but on one of them I went to Edinburgh and I was talking about my hip problem, and I was in so much pain and there was lots of tears, and thank you for your incredible messages. I've had so many incredible messages. I've got quite a small community on here, which I really hope to grow, but whoever's here already, you're just so lovely and you write really lovely comments. It's so nice, quite different from Instagram where everything's kind of like short and quick. I came home, made the decision to book my surgery. I'm going to have a full hip replacement, and I'm 4 days away from having that. I haven't vlogged through this month at all, purely because my emotions have been a roller coaster. This is one of the scariest things that I've ever done personally, and to kind of just voluntarily book yourself in to do that, I just had to get my head around it. And I'm here. There has been a lot of work put in for this surgery. If you've been following me on Instagram, you will know. But I started off the month with intensive cryotherapy, which is getting into like a fridge basically at minus 110 degrees for around 3 to 5 minutes, basically freezing myself to reduce inflammation. And inflammation is the key, really. I wanted to prepare myself for this surgery so I can have the best possible chance of a very quick and good recovery. I've had so much advice, again, like talking about my comments on here, I've had incredible messages of support and other people's stories surrounding the same kind of problem since I've been talking openly about this. I mean, I haven't flooded my feed with all of these kind of things. I didn't want to do like vlogs and things because, again, my mind has just been an absolute roller coaster of emotions. But the little bits that I have shared, you've really responded to, and I thank you so much for that, because you've helped me more than you know. Honestly, it's so motivating, so uplifting, so positive. I've not heard one bad story about anyone having a hip replacement that just said that they wish they'd never done it. In fact, the complete opposite. It's changed people's lives, and that I can't wait for. So there's been a lot of inflammation work, reducing the inflammation. So a lot of cryotherapy at the beginning of the month, all my hot cold plunges. I made a decision to not eat out of my house at all. You know how particular I am about my diet. I mean, I would say that I was extreme, and I wanted to go that even further. I did not want to eat anything that I hadn't made myself. So I've been inside my home for the entire month pretty much. I gave up green tea, something that I absolutely love, but I felt like the anxiety I was feeling was being spiked by the caffeine, which it does have caffeine in it. It's a slow releasing caffeine, so it's not the same as like drinking like a shot of coffee in the morning, but it's still caffeine nonetheless. So I gave that up. That was about 3 weeks ago now, and I was doing that religiously. And then someone called Matt reached out to me on Instagram. He owns Breathe Hyperbarics in Southwick. And he said to me, Donna, I've been doing incredible study on pre-op hyperbaric therapy. I want you to come in and have a chat with me. That was 2.5 weeks ago. I went to see Matt, and I was absolutely blown away by the science behind hyperbaric. If you don't know what that means, it is HBOT is hyperbaric oxygen therapy. You basically zip yourself or shut yourself into a chamber. It's pressurized to a certain gauge, and then you breathe in pure oxygen for however long you're in there. I have been doing an hour. I am up to hour 13 now, so I've done 13 hours in the chamber. I gave everything else up. I gave my cryotherapy up, my sauna, cold plunge. I didn't want to overstimulate my nervous system. That would have been, done the complete opposite. And it's absolutely changed my life. So where I say that my anxiety at the beginning of this month was through the roof, I'm someone that prides myself on mindset, on keeping my routines, of making sure my life is this wellness kind of hub, and my anxiety I just could not get hold of. And that hyperbaric therapy has completely changed my life. So not only am I flooding my body with oxygen, I am now at a stage of doing so many hours that my stem cells are starting to activate. I think like I need to like get the science properly and write it all up. I'm about to go to Hyperbaric today. Again, I've got 3 more left because they're not open on Sunday. So I just thought I would take you along with the things that I'm doing today. I'm not doing much. It's very slow, very boring, but I've got some bits to get ready. I bought some new bits like pajamas and slippers and things like that, and I'm going to get my skincare ready. I'll show you a little bit of what I've been eating lately, and of course Hyperbaric. And if Matt's there, I will get him to have a chat with you about what we've been doing. But that's a little bit up to where I am. I went for my pre-op on the 13th of Jan to Goring Hall, where I'm having my operation. And all was fine. I had all my blood tests done and my heart checked, and they went through the day with me. And yeah, that's where I'm at. I've just chatted for 6 minutes. I hope that's not too boring, but I'm about to go. I'm about to have my nail color removed. These are my natural nails underneath a biab, which is kind of like a stronger gel. So I'm going to have this color removed because they asked me to at the hospital, and I'm going to put a clear biab over the top because I just cannot bear the thought of losing my nails. I know, not such an important thing at a time like this, but that's what I'm going to do first. Go to Hyperbaric and then nip into town to get a few bits, and I thought I'd take you with me. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I will chat through my day and all the other things that I've been doing, but yeah, it's all very, very real. Do you know what? I think one thing that I'm not that much looking forward to is not actually being able to get into my car and drive anywhere. I'm really independent when it comes to my car. I love driving. I love being able to get in. I'm the driver of the family. I take my mum everywhere and Jodie everywhere. So I'm a bit like I'm not going to be able to drive. It says like 4 to 6 weeks. Because I've got an automatic and I'm doing my left hip, so I don't have to use my left leg that much, I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to get into my car before that. And I know you're all going to say, don't push yourself, but I just feel like I've done all this work, really a lot of work to get myself ready for this, that I want to kind of like, I've got in my head that I'm going to bounce back. I'm going to vlog next week after my surgery and I'm going to be saying to you, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. I don't think that I was correct in saying that, but who knows? In my mind, I'm keeping it positive, in this hope that I really can kind of bounce back and get back to where I was and even better, I guess. Speaking of which, like people keep saying to me, Donna, like you know, think of all the things that you're going to be able to do again with like this new hip. And I keep thinking to myself, but it's been 20 something years that I haven't actually been able to use my hip for. So I don't actually know what it is that I'm going to be able to do that's different. And I don't know if that makes sense if any of you are in like that same situation, but it's almost like, but I don't know what I can do with my hip because, you know, the immobility of it has been for so long, like so many years. It's just almost like I've lived with this pain. The pain is part of me. My, you know, inability to do certain things is just part of me. So I can't get my head around being able to do these things when I've had this new hip. It's kind of like the weirdest part of it all. And I think my anxiety towards all of this is a little bit like, I'm so nervous about the surgery. I've got past trauma from the surgery that I have had before. I feel like that needs to be like a whole nother vlog. But the other thing is there's this almost like excitedness. So I don't know if I'm confusing anxiety with excitedness too. I've just got like this kind of like nervous belly, or I have had up until a few weeks ago, which I'll explain about later. But yeah, like that's where my mind is at. Mindset has been such a huge focus for me this month. It kind of always is. I've had to pull myself out of really dark holes in the past, and I think the mindset I've had to do with myself in order to get me prepared for this has been, you know, quite incredible. And for some people I'm sure it's just a breeze, but with me and my past trauma. It's, you know, the surgery, the whole hospital thing, everything to do with not being well is the reason why I live my life the way I do. So that might make a bit more sense to you, but I'm talking whilst driving and I do get told off for that, even though I do class myself as a very aware and good driver. But I'll speak to you in a bit. Hi, can I get a chamomile tea to go, please?
Yeah. Just that, yeah?
Yes, thank you.
That's 345, please.
Thank you. Okay, that's me done. Look at my nails. This is just, I don't know, they just look very bare. So basically had my biab colour taken off. So these are my natural nails, which my natural nails were underneath anyway, but I asked Beth to put a clear biab over the top because I'm very conscious of the strength not being there, obviously with the biab not on it. So that's what they look like. Obviously very neat but very plain. Different for me. I just popped into Waitrose, picked up a few things. My favourite milk, this is the Estate Dairy unhomogenized organic milk. It's whole milk, cream on top, really beautiful. They've just kind of launched into Waitrose, so it's a new thing, so it may not have rolled out countrywide, but I think they're getting there. It's an incredible small farm. I'm very much into supporting kind of like small batch, small farms, like real kind of like looking at where my food is sourced. I'm very much into that anyway, but making like a more of a conscious effort with it right now. I bought some blueberries and a couple of avocados to add to my smoothie when I get back, and that's about it. I just thought I would nip in there real quick because I'm actually taking food with me to the hospital, but we will talk about that later. Right now I'm off to Hyperbaric. So I really hope you can hear me. I've just walked into Breathe. It's such a zen space in here. There's so much greenery around. They just have huge like plants, all the kind of beds of you, as you've just seen. There is one here behind me, nestled between the kind of greenery, so you feel like you're almost in a forest vibe, and they've got very calming kind of like sonic music playing in the background. But I'm just going to walk upstairs and show you some of the other pods that they've got. So they've got like 4 chambers. They're soft chambers, so you zip in and then they pressurize. They're not hard chamber. They're going to have some of those in their newer place when they open. And then they've got a wheelchair access one, which I'm going to use when I've had my surgery. But the view of Shore and Port is behind me, so if I can focus that in. So when you're in a pod up here, you can just look at that view. It's really nice. If I turn round, got a nice little seating area. They're really full in here today, so these 3 pods are actually at pressure. You can see them, you can probably hear how loud it is. And then right in this room here, you can probably see the red light shining through. They have something called a photo biomodulation bed. So it's basically a red light bed, but it's got levels, so it's kind of like level 1 to 5, and at 5 you can reach bone level with the kind of benefits from it. It's an incredible bed. I am the red light queen, as you know, and that has just blown my mind how good this bed is. They also have a Phoenix Gravity carbon filter here. They use water from the Pear Tree Well, which I think I've featured on a vlog a long time ago, but isn't this beautiful water filter here? They've got fresh lemon and cups, and then back round to the kind of like seating area. I am a little bit early, so I'm going to sit down, prepare myself. This chamber, I always have this one by the door. I just prefer being downstairs. Right, so I'm going to get in my chamber. I have my oxygen mask, which is fundamental. I have some reading material. glasses, obviously. I have my journal because I like to write in there. There's not much you can do. You can take any electrics in with you. I've got a wellness crossword, which is quite fun. I've got it off Amazon. I have Dr. James or Doctor's Mind Magic, so I'm reading her book. I'll leave a link to that. And then a bit of fiction with Rachel Hall, Hidden Years. I've actually really got into this book. I haven't read paperback for years because I have a Kindle, but I love it. All of that goes in with me. Obviously blankets because I get cold, pure cotton ones. So shoes off, and I'm going to ask Lewis to film me get in. Right, in we get. So I'll quickly show you the inside of the chamber. This is where my oxygen goes, and then I've got lots of buttons and windows, and that's it. Lewis here is going to zip me in. See you later. Okay, let's turn that down. I'm finished. So an hour in the chamber and 15 minutes red light. You can see my face. It's pretty hot in there. It's the most intense red light I've ever experienced. I'll put a little thing here of what the red light bed looks like, but basically if you can vision a standard sunbed, it looks like that, but it's red light and doing incredible things for your body. It's profound, this HBOT with red light combo. It's absolutely been a massive game changer for anxiety. I was just talking to the girls in there before I left. It's quite busy in there today. I don't want to keep getting my camera out, but it has incredible health benefits. I mean, just incredible. There's people with like stage 4 cancer, reducing tumours, healing themselves with hyperbaric oxygen therapy. I've known this for a long time, but on the other aspect of those kind of like severe health problems, the kind of mundane ones which so many people live with every single day, and that's anxiety, which I'm very good at keeping under control, but when something like this rears its ugly head, and there's a lot of things in life where we just have no control over, the anxiety I just couldn't get rid of. Like I said earlier in the vlog, for 2 weeks at the beginning of January, I just was in tears because I can't live feeling unwell like that. I knew it was anxiety and I just couldn't get my mind in the right place. I've done, like I said, about 12 hours in the hyperbaric chamber now. I think it would be like 15 by the time I finished. Before my surgery, I have this sense of calm, and I keep thinking to myself, I'm going to get anxious in a minute, and it just doesn't come. It's utterly incredible, the changes. So it's elite biohacking, literally elite biohacking. This you just cannot get it any better, and I know that it is not accessible to everybody. It's not a nationwide thing at the moment. I hope it's going to be. I really, really do. I hope that the NHS think about putting hyperbaric oxygen therapy chambers in hospitals. Again, I don't think that will happen, but I like to think positively about these things because it is much needed. I believe in modern medicine, but I also believe in the controversial things that people deem controversial. These kind of, these other therapies, and there are so many out there now, and HBOT is one that I was scared to do. I was absolutely like, no, I'm not getting in a chamber, I'm not letting anyone lock me in that I can't easily get out of. If you want to know more about my entire process of HBOT from like start to finish, I have a Substack article on that, and you can have a read, and I'll put the link in the description below this vlog. But it's just an utter game changer. If you can hear the Winter Olympics in the background, that's my mum watching it. She is an avid sports fanatic. And of course the Winter Olympics have started, I think today, so she's watching Great Britain team event for the figure skating. Here is my smoothie. I feel like I've never done my entire smoothie recipe on a vlog. So if you want to know this exact one, it's on my feed on Instagram. But I promise to do it whilst I'm recovering, so I'm going to be at home a lot. Breaking my fast with that, so good. Got a couple of parcels which came whilst I was out. Oh, I think this is an adenola top that I bought to wear to the hospital. I've got kind of cotton black trousers, which I thought would be nice and kind of airy to wear. I've had those a while, and online I saw that they had a matching black long sleeve. This is the second purchase of it because I bought the small, which is kind of like my regular size, and I couldn't even get it past my shoulder width. I don't actually know what size or who it's meant to fit, but it was absolutely tiny. So I've had to buy a large. I think I probably could have done with a medium, they didn't have any. But I don't want it to be too tight, but just, it's cotton. That's that parcel. What is this one? Forest Spa, Finland. I get an extraordinary amount of parcels every single week. I mean, it's always been a running joke ever since I've been doing this as a career. I have a whole entire room of skincare that I probably won't ever get around to using, but I donate such a lot, and my friends and family come over and take. So it doesn't go to waste, but you know, it's impossible to get through it all. This is about Forest Spa, founded by skincare expert Daniel Collins. Forest Spa is a purpose-driven skincare and wellness brand rooted in the purity and resilience of Nordic nature. Cute, nice aesthetic brand here. What have we got? I haven't got my glasses on. Nordic adaptogen supplement. Oh, okay, interesting. I thought it was going to be skincare. And this is a skincare. So it's adaptogenic, supplements. And a serum to go with it. I think that's it. Cute. And I know the sticker on this brand. I'm going to try and hide my address, but this is a Kaya blend. So this is my manager's brand. So I have a manager that helps me with all of my contractual work and everything like that. She's a talent manager. She owns a company called The Stand Agency. But over the past year, I've known she's been formulating her own candle company. It's called Kaya Blends, and every single part of the candle is all completely and utterly non-toxic. It's all, they're kind of centered around depicting a mood and how you feel. And she's obviously sent me a few more. Thank you, Katie. Perfect timing. I can smell it already. This one's very citrusy. This is, oh my goodness, I can't even. Sweet Digest. That's what it looks like, the box. Got it in the end. So it's a ceramic pot. Here's the lid. And then this is what the candle looks inside. I mean, look at how beautiful it is inside. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, it smells incredible. Sweet Digest, this one. And there's another one in there too, which I will open later. You can have those burning next to me whilst I cover. It's the figure skating. My mum's sitting there looking beautiful, watching the skating. Your favourite thing, isn't it, Mother?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And this little one, that's your new favourite chair, isn't it? Do you like that chair? You say hello to everybody. I think that's meant to be Don Don's chair, isn't it? When she's recovering. Guys, I bought this chair on Facebook Marketplace. It's one of those like electric recliner risers. But I got it for £150. I thought it was a bargain because they were really expensive. And then a friend has lent me this kind of like table on wheels. So we've got a little bit of recovery corner going on at the moment. But Tilly has decided that she likes a chair for herself. Look at you. Look how cute you are. She looks shy. Bless her. So you may recall from my Christmas vlogs, me being in Edinburgh, not being able to walk, lots of pain, and it has pretty much been that since then. Really, I haven't done a lot at all, but one thing the Hyperbaric chamber has helped me with is, and all the other work that I've been doing, the cryo and the sauna cold plunge and that kind of thing, is reducing the inflammation surrounding my hip, and I'm able to walk a lot more than I was, 4 weeks ago. So we're doing these kind of daily walks. There's my mum at the moment, because one, it's good for my mental health. Got to get out, otherwise I sit at home and start thinking about silly things. And two, it's just keeping my lymphatic moving and just generally moving my body, and it's just good for me. So every day I try to walk as far as possible. I'm walking into town now. I'm not going to tell you where I live because that's just a bit weird, but it's not a very far walk from where I live to the middle of Brighton town. I'm going to go and get my sister some birthday cards, some presents, things like that, because it's her birthday on Sunday. So my life is very slow at the moment, very slow, very contained, very intentional about everything that I do. But these walks are a bit of a godsend, like they're really helping me. Hi, can I get a pomegranate noir, 50ml, please? Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Would you like it confirmed?
I would, thank you. Right, we just got back, haven't we, Tilly? And it was raining. And she is absolutely covered in mud. So I literally just picked her up by her lead. She's going to have a quick bath. Hey? You love the bath, don't you? Oh, yes, please. Oh, it's a bit hot. Hey? Oh, no, you're smelling and dirty. No, you're so dirty. Make it nice and warm. Yes, have a quick bath, please. A quick bath, please. I haven't got any shampoo here for you. No, I actually don't. Yeah, so I'll just do it with the water. Yeah. It's better than nothing, isn't it? And I love it. You've got that olive oil, that olive soap, and then you're going to put it might have just in it. Look at you. Right, where's the towel? Let's use this one because this is going to go in the wash. Okay. We lift her out.
Yeah. Come on then. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Up we go.
Oh, you hate the bathies. That's better though, isn't it? Oh, look, it's nice and cleany, tummy. Oh, that's so much better. Go do zoomies now. Yeah, go do zoomies.
That's it. She will.
I know.
Oh, how did that go?
What you doing? You do zoomies?
Come on.
Look at her, she goes. Is she in my room? Where's the zoomies? Where's the zoomies? Where's the zoomies? Where's the zoomies?
You're all going to be big and come back out.
Come on, go in the lounge. Go in the
Come on,
lounge.
go to see then.
To excuse my washing.
Oh, there we
Teals. Tilly! Oh, I'll get you. I'll get you.
Are you trying to take her?
Yeah. Get you! She's crazy. You only wash your feet. You only wash your feet. So I'm going to do a little snack of Greek yogurt with some granola. I am not a granola eater. I don't really like anything that spikes my blood sugar, so I tend just not to eat it at all. I don't eat refined sugar. I think you know that already. I definitely would never start my day with granola, it's just a no. But sometimes it's nice to have like a little crunch on yogurt. I love a yogurt snack kind of mid-afternoon. And I'm forever looking for niche granolas that don't use any refined sugar. And that's coconut sugar too. I don't eat coconut sugar. So I went into my local health shop last week sometime, and I saw don't know when it was, but after Hyperbaric, because I'm over like the other side of Brighton, and to do that. And I saw this, it's called the Organic Granola Fan Club, and they are the ingredients on the back. And it's basically all organic, gluten-free oats, almonds, pecans, cherries, sour cherries, which are really good. You've got an omega seed mix with pumpkin, sunflower seeds, linseed, and organic sesame. Olive oil, whole quinoa, cacao nibs, poppy seed, sea salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, and it's sweetened with organic maple syrup. I've tried it, it's fantastic. It's not sweet at all, which is really good. It's a really great brand, B Corp certified, it's all organic, and all of the packaging is non-plastic and sustainable. So what a niche little find. I won't lie, it's not cheap, it was £7.55, but I eat the tiniest amount, so it's going to last me a while. But I'm going to do my mum and I a little bowl. As we've just come back from our afternoon walk, as I was saying, it just really makes me feel happy that I'm able to move a little bit more, and I put that all down to the sheer amount of hard work that I've been putting in this month. So we can have half a banana each. So there's no way you can watch the girls skating that you missed this afternoon. It's a shame. I've got the Greek recipe yogurt. If you want to have real Greek, if you want to eat yogurt, eat real Greek yogurt, not Greek style. It should be Greek yogurt real. I like the Waitrose one, the number one. It's from the number one collection. And I also like the Yo Valley, which is this one. Tim's Dairy do a good one. I can't think it off the top of my head. But don't ever get low fat ones. Always have the fat in them. So we've got yogurt in the bowl, and then I'm going to do half a banana each. Tilly is a little bit of a banana monster, so I'll give her a little bit of that in a sec. I'm just going to slice that in. Yum, Tilty. You smell the banana? Yummy, yummy. Normally at lunchtime I have some kind of like canned fish on toast. That's like my go-to. And I've recently found an online supermarket that is really kind of like sourcing their products really well. It's a lot of organic products. It's no ultra-processed food. There's obviously things that refined sugar in it, but some people don't deem that an ultra-processed food, which it's not. It's a refined sugar, but I don't eat them. But I've managed to buy quite a few things for my kind of like op time. I'm going to take them to the hospital with me. But one of them from that supermarket is called Vilgain, and it's the wild salmon fillets in olive oil. And I would just normally have something like that on toast. Or I'm very much into fish wife. I get these from Health. And I've got sardines with preserved lemon, and sardines in hot pepper, and tuna in olive oil. They're all ultra processed free, no refined sugars or anything in them. They're all just natural ingredients. I'm a canned fish fan. Do you want some banana? Where's your pawpaws? Sit down. Good girl.
5:30, you've got the opening ceremony.
Yeah, we'll watch that.
We're showing highlights on BBC One.
Okay.
Of the whole thing, but
My mum's telling me about the Olympics. Like I said earlier, she loves it. So we're going to watch the opening ceremony. It's in Milan, the Winter Olympics this year. So this is what the granola looks like. It's got whole almonds in it. Just the sour cherries are a really nice addition because they are really sour and you can taste them, but it's a nice sour. Right, that's it. That's it, Tils. And then alongside that, I'm going to have a glass of my juice that I made yesterday. Very much back into my juicing era at the moment. If you followed me for a while over on Instagram, you'll know that I'm an avid celery juice fan. I am very much a functional juice person. I wouldn't replace my meals with juices, and I'm a veg first juicer. So if I put fruit in my juice at all, it will be a lemon, a lime, or an orange, and that's only to add flavour. It's not the bulk of the juice. So this juice today, so I do a juice on one day and then I have it again the next day and then I rejuice fresh. But this one from yesterday, it is not carrot and ginger, as the bottle says. I haven't got a bottle for this one. This is beetroot, blood orange, because they're in season at the moment, and some ginger. This is for your blood. Like, this juice is a blood kind of juice, and you can see, maybe TMI, but when you go to the toilet, it's quite shocking. So if you are drinking beetroot juice, it's normal. So I think that whole bottle, I did 10 organic beetroots and 2 blood oranges and about a 10 centimetre piece of ginger. I'm just going to shake it because it's separated slightly. There's nothing like raw juicing, in my opinion. They are such a supplement to your diet. So again, like, I wouldn't do juice detoxing or not eat dinners because of my juice. No, this is a side note to my diet, really. And I really reach for them when I need to flood my body with nutrients a bit more. If I'm not feeling well, I will make a real ginger and turmeric one. I kind of use them like that. I did put a post on Instagram the other day, and I asked if you, or the people that were, seeing the post, if they wanted like a guide, like a mini guide on why I juice, how I juice, kind of like juice recipes. And there was a resounding yes. So I've actually already started writing that, and I thought that would be quite a nice recovery thing for me to do. So I'm sitting in my recliner chair with my little trolley, and I'm going to do some work like that and try and just start doing a few more ebooks for you. One of them I know is going to be popular is that how to give up refined sugar. I'm asked this question all the time, how I did it, tips to do it, how to keep it up, those kind of things. So this is the afternoon snack. It is yogurt with banana, the granola, and blood orange juice. Beetroot and blood orange juice. So good. Right, so this is a little bit of a funny one. I, with my surgery, I get within like the fee, all of my kind of raised toilet seat and crutches and like a grabber, like kind of things that help me within recovery. But I said to my mum, I just don't want to use the kind of like standard crutches. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I saw Victoria Beckham do one of her like Paris fashion shows, and she had a broken foot. I think it was like last year or maybe the year before now, but she had these black crutches, and I was like, I literally need those black crutches. I don't know how long I'm going to be on crutches for. My mum says not that long, and fingers crossed with the work that I've been putting in, it won't be that long, but I think I'll have one for at least a few weeks, kind of like a week after the op. I'm going to have to use them for at least 3 weeks anyway. Long story short, I found said crutches, the exact ones that she used. They're called Cool crutches, and I bought them. I know they are honestly ridiculous, but I'm a little bit style over substance with that one. I just thought, why not? Why not get them? I have no idea how to make them taller. So they didn't come with instructions. So I'm really hoping they know how to do this at the hospital, because can you imagine if they're just like, sorry, I don't know how to use them, so you're going to have to take our ones home, which will be a bit of a laugh. But anyway, yeah, these are my Cool crutches for recovery. Good, right? God, I've never used crutches before. This is going to be really weird. So they're ready to go. I've got my suitcase ready and kind of like half packed. I bought some little kind of mule slippers. My sister's friend had her hip replaced last year, And she said to me that the one thing you will be able to do is put your foot in any shoes that have got a back for quite a while. So like take mules everywhere. So I've got my Hermes Go mules. I've got black and like a camel colour of them. So I thought they're going to be perfect just to slip my feet into. But I thought the same about a slipper. And I saw these in Marks and Spencer's, and also they've got a little bit of a grippy sole. And then I got a couple of pairs of pyjamas. This is from Marks and Spencer's again, from their autograph collection. I think they're new. So they have a very Skims vibe about them, with kind of like elastic waistband and then like a button placket there. But they're like a modal, so really kind of thin and nice. And I thought they would be quite nice when to not be too tight around my scar. So that's the trouser. I think they do them in a grey and I can't remember the other colour, but they've got 3 colours, and then it just comes with like a t-shirt, which just really kind of like slinky and comfortable. And then I also bought these pyjamas. I saw at Christmas Skims were doing like an oversized grey pinstripe pyjama, and I thought, oh my god, I absolutely love them. But they were £188 for pyjamas. Like, I'm nuts with some of the things that I buy, but I just thought 200 quid on pyjamas, like absolutely not. So I screenshot the Skims pyjamas and I Google searched the image, and these came up on H&M. Honestly, they are literally exact same, bar the Skims logo on the pocket, which I actually prefer anyway, because I really just don't love things with logos. But that is the top, and these are the bottoms. I checked the fabric, it is exact same. So, and these were £35 from H&M. They're like a brushed cotton, they're just really soft, and I bought them in a medium, so it gave it that oversized feel. So I'm going to take those 2, but I just wondered if they might be a little bit kind of not as soft as these ones on my hips. So I'm going to kind of play it by ear about which ones I want to wear, but I'm taking both of those as well. So that's my kind of clothes, and then just I'm going to wear those Adenola trousers to the hospital, and then just wear the cotton t-shirt over the top, and then wear the same home. And I've got a few new skincare bits which I'm going to take with me. First thing are these needly pads. They're just basically a pad soaked in like a toner. So it's not an exfoliating toner or anything like that. It's just a kind of cooling, hydrating toner. And I thought they would be really nice if I'm just don't really want to do my skincare for whatever reason. I mean, I've never thought of not wanting to do my skincare, but you never know. I don't know how I'm going to feel. This is all very unknown for me. And I just thought they would be really nice just to have something on my face to wipe over. And then this spray turned up in the post, I don't know, last week. Curel sent it to me. It is their deep moisture spray. It is absolutely fantastic. Put this on your list. I think they do this in Superdrug, because I was in there with my sister last Saturday and I saw this on the shelf. So it's a spray that's packed with like ceramides and hydrating ingredients. And when you spray it on, it is genuinely so moisturizing, so cooling. And I also spray my face in preparation to putting other kind of active ingredients on like my vitamin C or my peptides, for example, and it helps to penetrate those deeper. So I'm going to take that with me because I thought that is such a perfect thing to bring. And then another Korean beauty product is this Estura, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's basically just a very plain barrier cream. So it's the only moisturizer I'm going to take with me. I'm not going to take retinol or peptides, vitamin C, anything like that. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to take my cleanser, which is my ordinary one. So I absolutely love it. The Squalane cleanser. I use that day in, day out. I can use this spray to kind of rehydrate. I've got these little toner pads, and then I'm just going to pop on some barrier cream. I'm literally in there for 2 days. Well, fingers crossed 2 days. And then a lovely face oil. This is the Sturm. It's called the Ceramide. Oh my God, my glasses. The Ceramide Drops Face Oil. It is non-fragrant. It's just a really nourishing, again, packed with ceramide oil. I love a face oil, and I thought if I want something a bit more luxurious than just that, I think a face oil will be a really nice thing to take with me. So I'm going to take that too. And then an Aquaphor stick. I don't know if I'm going to use this, but it just might be nice to, I don't know, have something for my lips, or it's just, I love Aquaphor. I think it's a really kind of clever product. I use it after microneedling. It's one of my absolute go-tos for that, but they do it in a stick as well. And I could just rub it on areas that I just think, I don't know, might be feeling a bit dry. And then deodorant I'm going to bring. Do you know Wild, the brand Wild? They're an all-natural deodorant brand, and they've just brought out a roller deodorant, which I think is really cool. And they sent me a deodorant bottle with my name on it, and then you fill it with whatever scent of product. So this comes off, you fill it, and then you can use it as a roller. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm chosen the fresh cotton and sea salt scent. It's really lovely. I'm going to take that with me too. Just something really nice, natural and fresh. So I think that's it for skincare at the moment. I'm going to get some hand cream. I think it would be nice to have hand cream. Still can't get over how weird my nails look because they're natural. But yeah, that's kind of it. And it's just pretty much all of the food. I'm not going to buy the food until Monday, so I won't put it as part of this vlog, but I'm going to take some Greek yogurt with me and bananas. I have some chicken bone broth soup that I'm bringing with me. So I pressurise chicken wings. I'm going to pressurise chicken wings in the pressure cooker that I got from Tablehurst Farm, so organic chicken wings, and then so just extract all the nutrients out of the bones of them, and then peel all of the chicken off them, put it back into the soup, and add some kind of like thin noodles. So I thought that would be a really nice kind of healing soup to bring with me. I add saffron to that as well. It's like a bit of an old-fashioned nonna style recipe, that one. You know, when we were sick, when we were kids, my nonna just used to give us that soup, so I drink the soup. So I'm going to have that, and then so I'm bringing that, and I'm also going to bring some beef jerky, one that I found that doesn't have any sugar in it, just to maybe snack on. I'm going to take my own water. I've got all my electrolytes ready with me, and Jodie's going to bring me some dinner. She's going to make me a bolognese, and I'm going to have it maybe Tuesday, Wednesday night. I don't know how I'm going to feel. Again, you might be thinking, my God, Donna, you won't even want to eat. I probably won't, but I need to know that I've got my food there with me. Oh, and also taking a sourdough loaf from Open Bakery that I will buy in the morning with some real butter. So I can have toast and butter if I want. I can have some yogurt and banana if I want. I've also got my soups, and then I'm going to have 2 dinners of bolognese, and I'm also going to make a big smoothie and put it in my form flask and take that with me too. So if I want it when I come out of surgery, I don't know. All of this is so unknown to me, but I don't like to be unprepared, and I don't want to have to reach for food that I don't want to eat. So if I take too much, I can always bring it home, and I'll eat it when I'm home anyway. But I just thought that was the most sensible thing to do. I'm going to take a 5-litre bottle of Pear Tree Well mineral water, which is kind of sourced locally to us here in Sussex. And I've got my big cup. Wait, let me go and show you my cup. I've got a few other things. So I've got this cup in the smaller size, and I use it every single day. It's one of the best kind of cups that I've ever used. I love the Stanley cup, but they're just, I don't know, they've just got a bit of a stigma about them now. So me being a bit of a cup snob, I just bought another one of these in the bigger size, so it just holds a little bit more liquid, so I can have my electrolytes in these. I could just have some really nice iced water, and let me tell you, like, I put ice cubes in this the night before, and there's still ice cubes in the morning. It's such a good vessel for holding drinks and keeping them cold. So the straw is attached to that, and I can just sit and sip my water. So I bought another one of those. And I'm going to take some organic lemon and ginger tea with me, just if I want a cup of tea. I haven't really been drinking tea much lately since I've given up green tea. And then going back to that supermarket, the Vilgain one, I found these. So I don't eat crisps at all. They are fried in seed oils. I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole. But there are a lot of brands now doing crisps where they're just baked or kind of fried in olive oil, and if you want to have crisps, they are obviously a better choice. But I saw these on this Vilgame website. So these are basically organic potatoes fried in extra virgin olive oil from Spain, and they just got sea salt to them added. And I thought, if I don't want to eat a whole meal and I'm not just, I just don't feel like it, which will be unlike me, but you never know. I bought those and I thought I'm going to give them a try. My mum also loves things like this, so she can snack on them as well. And then they also do popcorn, which is organic yellow corn popped on extra virgin olive oil, and again, just sea salt. That's the ingredients. So I thought, like a really nice little kind of thing to just put in my mouth if I want something. And this is the beef jerky. It's grass-fed beef, made from 100% organic grass-fed beef, and there's nothing in it other than the beef. That's it. It's just dried beef. So I thought I'd try those as well. So I think I'm pretty much organised in my mind. I feel like, I feel like I'm ready. There's just a few more bits to pick up this weekend, and then obviously the fresh food on Tuesday, and then that's it. I can't believe we're at that time. It's mental. It's like mind blowing. I am going to make some dinner. I've got steak mince here, and in it I'm going to put some calf's liver. I've been eating a lot of organ meat. I eat a lot of organ meat anyway, but way more than usual. I don't know if I've mentioned this vlog at all, but I have not eaten outside of my house since the 1st of January. Absolutely everything that's gone into my body is the best of the best quality ingredients. I mean, they always are anyway. You know me and my food, but I've been extra vigilant. I mean, extra, not eating anything at all that I haven't made myself. So I'm going to make some meatballs and cook it in the oven in my cast iron pan. I bought them from ProCook. I didn't get the Le Creuset ones because they are crazy expensive. So my meatballs are, so I'm just kind of separating the mince. Let me see if I can move the camera down so you can see. You might not be able to see my face. Okay, so I'm just separating all the mince that I got at Barfield's. I actually froze it, so this was out of the freezer. And in that, Tilly's eating her dinner behind me. I'm going to add 1 organic egg. And is this 1 cup or half a cup? Half a cup of almond flour. Oh, throwing that everywhere. Just almond flour. It just helps it bind it together in a good kind of like, I mean, keto diets are very almond flour. You can have almond flour on a keto diet. Honestly, I don't know what I'm saying. So now I'm going to cut my calf's liver, or some of it. I'm going to add that into probably about that piece there, and then I'll just fry off the rest so don't waste it. I'll try and cut it as small as possible so we don't have like big chunks of organ meat. I'm okay with organ meat. I'm used to it now, but it is a bit of an acquired taste. If you don't want to eat the organ meat, I highly recommend, if you don't want to eat organ meat, I highly recommend the Ape Nutrition beef organs, because they're capsules that you can take every single day. You have to take quite a lot. You have to take 6 a day. So it would be quite good to open the capsules and add it to a smoothie, which is what I do. If I feel like I just haven't got enough organ meat in my diet and I haven't been able to get it for whatever reason. It's not always readily available. It is at Tablehurst, the organic farm that I go to, but if I haven't been there for whatever, I'll just add 6 of those organ meat capsules to my smoothie. I just have them on hand, and they're a really good tool, and I know it's a question I'm asked all the time, because a lot of people just can't stomach this. So I'm just going to try and cut this up as small as possible. And I forgot to press record, but I've got all of that in the mint mixture now. So almond flour, mint, organ meat. I'm just going to wash the board and my hands. You can probably hear the TV behind, but my mum is watching the Winter Olympics luge. She was watching the skating earlier. The luge is on now. Right, what else am I going to... Tilly's here next to me. She thinks she's going to get more food. Yeah, all of it. And then the last thing I'm going to add is a whole bunch of chopped flat leaf parsley into this mixture. Actually, there's a few more things that I'm going to add, but it's just seasoning. Oh, I love the smell of fresh parsley. And all of that can go in there as well. And then 2 more things to add. Is some sea salt. And some black pepper. That's it. And then you've got to get your hands dirty. It's probably the worst bit. But all of that needs to be blended together. So I just kind of like squeeze it until everything is amalgamated. But you know, going back to the organ meat, something like a meatball is a really good way of disguising the organ meat. You don't have to eat it. You don't have to literally fry calf's liver and eat it on its own. You can add it to a bolognese or a chili or like meatballs like this. It really does disguise it. I'm not going to say that you can't taste it, because you can, but I'm also going to add a sauce to these meatballs. So that also disguises it at the same time, and you're just getting that real quality nutrient from the organ meat. It's yeah, absolute superfood. Right, that's done. So going to heat up pan. I'm actually going to add butter to fry these meatballs in. So I just love the taste of that. And I've run out of ghee and beef tallow. So we're improvising with a bit of butter. I'm waiting for that. Wait for that to melt. And I'm going to make my little meatballs. I don't want them too small or too big, so I reckon like that kind of size. Actually, I think that's probably a bit too big. Like that. I'm just gonna make tons of them. Alright, that butter's looking good now, so I'm gonna start adding my meatballs. Yummy. And I think I cut the liver up small enough. I probably should have done a little like blend, but my big Magimix is at my sister's house and I don't have it to do it, so that probably would have been better to blend the pulse the organ meat a bit better, so they're just a bit smaller chunks. But regardless, I'll eat it. It'll be in the sauce if they come out. And I've just cut up a purple sweet potato and a cauliflower, which I'm going to cover in olive oil. and roast in the oven for about 40 minutes. Voila! Some garlic cloves to the tray. When they're roasted, I can squeeze them all over the dinner. It's my favourite thing. Meatballs, I'm going to do a tin of muti with some paste, which is the Gucci organic one, and the beef broth. Oh, mouthful. So I'm going to shake the can. Okay, and once that's bubbling, I'm going to add the lid on, just like that. Turn it down to kind of midway and leave that for about half an hour. And voila, dinner. Meatballs with a reduced sauce, really good. Roasted cauliflower and sweet potato. This is just like, this is how I'm eating at the moment. It's really simple, doesn't look flash or anything like that, but it's absolutely packed with nutrition. Like the darker the veg, like the more colourful in terms of like dark green or the purple, the better antioxidant that it's got in it. And I've just been filling my plates with all of these things every day. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Yesterday I had a full hip replacement. I'm at the hospital, as you can tell, and I had my hip replacement yesterday evening. So it's Wednesday the 11th of Feb today, and I had my hip replacement on Tuesday, Feb 10th. I went down at 5 p.m. So I got to the hospital at 12:30, checked in to my room, and the nurses checked me over, and I spoke to the anaesthetist, and I spoke to my consultant, and then I waited for 5 hours for my op. I felt like I was pretty much having an out-of-body experience. It was just the most anxiety-filled day I've probably experienced since a very, very long time ago. I knew that I probably was going to be like that. I think that I was way better than I thought I was going to be, but picking up my vlogging camera was just going to be an absolute no. So, but I've woken up today. Actually, I say woken up. I did not sleep. So I got back from the theatre at 8:10. I had sedation and I had spinal tap, which were all totally fine. I built it up to be this huge big thing, and it just wasn't at all. It was very, very easy. I took my Beats AirPods down with me, and I had a whole playlist ready and everything. I didn't even use them. All I remember is the anaesthetist assistant was talking to me about my mum's dog Tilly, and then he said to me, I'm going to put the spinal tap in now, and I felt like kind of heat going through my legs, and then they immediately felt really heavy. And then I said, oh, shall I put my AirPods in now? And he was like, you won't need them. And that's all I remember. Absolutely nothing else, until he was saying to me, you can wake up now, Donna, wake up. And I remember crying, just being like, thank you so much to everybody. And I was very cloudy for probably about an hour, and then it just went. I felt very clear, and of course I had no pain because the spinal tap wore off probably about 11 p.m. and then the pain just gradually came through the night. I'm in a lot of pain now. I'm sitting in my bed, so this is my good leg that I'm putting down, but I have my left hip done. Yeah, I had a lot of pain through the night. I refused to take the morphine, and I know I'm going to get shouted at for this, but I felt so clear in my mind that I just didn't want to kind of cloud it even more and feel morphine is, yeah, I mean, if you had morphine before, you know. But I did have a slow releasing morphine tablet. I had some paracetamol, and then like a nerve blocking drug as well. And that's pretty much all I had through the night. I've had some antibiotics. So all the things that, I'm scared of putting into my body are there, but I've prepared for this. This is what I've prepared for. So this morning, I've already been up, and I've walked to the toilet, and it hurt, but it was way better than I thought it was going to be. It was easy to stand up, and kind of, I think the worst bit was getting back into bed and moving my bad leg back onto the bed. Like that was the worst, but actually walking. And so the physio's really, really happy with me. So I've actually done that twice already this morning. My mum's just left, bless her. She stayed with me last night. Let me flick the camera around so I can just give you a little tour of the room. So there's the door that I come through, and this is the bathroom. They gave me a walking frame. That's how I'm getting to and from the bathroom at the moment. Obviously my suitcase and my bag. I have got my chicken bone broth noodle soup here and some fresh bread from Open Bakery, my smoothie that I had yesterday, and my cup full of water. And then if you come round, got some chairs. My mum slept in this chair. They gave her a reclining chair, which was really nice, and got a nice view of the trees outside. And then obviously my bed behind me, I've got the oxygen and just like a little table and cupboard space. I'm so kind of lost for words, like I don't know what to say. I am absolutely overwhelmed that I managed to do that. It brings me to tears. Like, it was such a huge thing. Like, I was so petrified of the surgery because of what happened to me 29 years ago. I just had this horrible experience. It was horrific the day my son was born, and it stuck with me forever. And I've always just don't want to go to hospitals, and I definitely never wanted to have surgery, and I was definitely never going to have general anaesthetic. And I was really hoping that this experience would change my mindset on that. I've worked so hard for this surgery. I've literally worked so hard. I've done absolutely everything, and I couldn't throw anything else at it. And I felt so ready, even though like yesterday was really anxious, but I just felt so ready. And now it's done. I've got a brand new hip. I can't believe it. I guess recovery starts here. So I'll try and just film as much as today. My dad's on his way. Brandon, my son's on his way. I'm going to have some soup. My mum's coming back to stay later. I'll try and film me walking if I can, get someone to help me do that. I did it, guys. I literally did it. Okay. Well, I've got too many wires today. We're going to do the crutches straight away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Let's move that out the way.
Just moving this leg. It's like hard.
It is difficult, but you're doing very well. Try and drive it out with a good leg. Bring that other arm round to spin your hips. That's great. Well done. So, I'll get you to stand.
Okay.
Have you got grips on those socks, or do you want your slippers on?
Yeah, I think I've got my slippers in. Thank you.
Will they fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely. So we'll stand with this first, and we'll check the height of the crutches. I know that you've had them already, but I just want to check them.
Yeah, I wanted you to check them.
Push up from the bed. They look like they might be a bit lower.
Okay. So you have to take the clips off in order to move them.
Okay. The posh ones. Designer crutches.
I bought designer crutches. Honestly.
Right, let's have a look. That's right. So I think we're going to take two.
Two up.
You're looking a bit hippie, babe.
Thank you. Only you, Dad. You're terrible.
Are you looking good, babe? You're looking good.
I know, look how swollen it is at the sides. Crazy, isn't it?
The dressing will not help.
No. That's it, isn't it?
That's it. Right, is that side? Does that feel
No, I
right?
think it's the other way. Yes.
That's it. Let's have a look at you standing with those. I mean, the thing is, you've just been stood without anything.
Yeah.
So you're already doing really well.
Okay.
So we're going out with the crutches first and then step with the operated leg. Great. Now, what do you think I'm going to say?
I don't know.
What can we hear?
Shuffling.
Yeah.
So I'm not picking up my foot properly.
Yeah, so we need to bend the knees. So go first with the crutches. We're not really putting much weight through those crutches, are we?
Well done, well done.
I think we could go up another one.
Okay.
Right. And off we go. So crutches first.
Oh yeah.
And then operated leg. That's it? Yes. If that's alright. How's it feeling?
It feels stiff.
Yeah, and that's what this will help with.
Yeah.
Get you loosened up a little bit. I don't think you necessarily need this one.
Stop now.
Let's just have a look, because you're not really putting much weight through them. We'll try it. I can easily give it you back. So we'll go forward with that one, weight there through there, then step forward with the operated leg. How's that feeling? Did you prefer it to? Because this is what's taking the opposite side, is taking the weight. So let's just try and. I think we're going to have that.